There are few older homes as royal as London's Buckingham Palace. Buckingham House, as it was then known, was originally held by the Duke of Buckingham and was purchased by King George III for his wife, Queen Charlotte, in 1761. He finally converted the townhouse into a palace, and Queen Victoria became the first royal to reside there in July 1837. Since her ascension to the throne and the opening of its doors to the general public over 25 years ago, the iconic building has served as Queen Elizabeth II's London home. In this video, we will look at the top 10 insanely expensive items found in the Buckingham Palace. Number 10. Mauritian 2-penny blue stamp. As the second official postal stamp ever made, the endearing 2-penny blue stamp is undoubtedly one of the most well-known in the entire world. The Queen was the fifth monarch to receive it. It was the very first stamp issued by a colonial post office and was valued at £2 million in a collection worth more than £100 million. In 1904, the future King George V purchased it at auction. Number 9. Mosaic Fabergé egg. For the final Russian king Nicholas II to gift to his bride, jeweler Carl Fabergé manufactured 50 Easter eggs. 3 were bought by Queen Mary in 1933 and are now part of the royal collection. Members of the royal family frequently receive Fabergé eggs as gifts from other international leaders. One of those 3, the mosaic egg, has a surprise medallion inside that has paintings of the 5 children of Nicholas and Alexandra. It is made of topaz, diamonds, rubies, garnets, pearls, sapphires, and emeralds. The last golden egg to be auctioned sold in 2015 for $25.7 million, or £20 million. Number 8. Gold piano of Queen Victoria. One of the palace's most luxurious staterooms, the White Drawing Room, is highlighted by a magnificent grand piano that was built for Queen Victoria. Built by the S&P Erard firm in 1856, it was decorated by Francois Rochard and embellished with intricate oil paintings of cherubs and singeries, which are comical depictions of monkeys having fun while playing musical instruments. Queen Victoria and Prince Albert, both superb pianists who liked playing together, frequently played the piano. Number 7. Art collection. The greatest privately owned collection is housed in the Queen's Gallery at Buckingham Palace, which is loaded with magnificent works of art. For the enjoyment of the audience, the Royal Collection Trust has put on exhibit approximately 60 priceless artworks. Some prominent works are An Allegory of Peace and the Arts by Artemisia Gentileschi, Massacre of the Innocents by Peter Bruegel the Elder, and Archer Shooting at the Herm by Michelangelo Buonarroti. Number 6. Post Office. Rare things aren't the only treasures at Buckingham Palace. Some of them are also spaces. In addition to having its own post office, Buckingham Palace also contains an underground ATM, a hidden swimming pool, a movie theater, and a doctor's office for the NHS. Since 1948, when it was used to handle post-war communications, the chamber has not been viewed by the general public. Number 5. Astronomical Clock by Eardley Norton. The 1765 Eardley Norton clock, purchased by King George III for his dressing chamber at Buckingham Palace, represented state-of-the-art engineering at the time. With respect to Greenwich Mean Time, it displays the time at 30 different places across the world, an orrery of the solar system, the ages and phases of the moon, a year calendar, and the high and low tides at 32 seaports. The unusually substantial sum of £1,042 was spent on this astronomical clock by the King's privy purse. This money most likely covered the cost of the exquisitely carved mahogany case, which was framed by palm tree columns and adorned with silver plaques and crestings of lions and unicorns. Number 4. The Chandeliers. Some of the most spectacular chandeliers you will ever see hang from Buckingham Palace's tall ceilings. The White Drawing Room's waterfall chandelier sits in the middle, the Throne Room's 9 light gilt bronze and glass chandeliers, the Ballroom's stunning 6 crystal chandeliers, and the collection of 4 glass and ormolu chandeliers inside the Blue Drawing Room are all other chandeliers. To clean them, they may all be lowered using a remote control, but maintaining them is expensive. Between 2004 and 2005, palace authorities spent about £100,000 cleaning chandeliers. Number 3. Grand Staircase. The exquisite bronze staircase was a creation of John Nash, an architect who was hired between 1825 and 1830 to renovate the palace for King George IV. The magnificent double railing showcases some of the best bronze casting in the world and is decorated with an exquisite pattern of acanthus, oak, and laurel leaves. A curved glass dome in the ceiling illuminates the stairway. Number 2. A cash machine. The presence of an ATM in the palace's underground level is among its most unique features. The only people who are allowed to use this ATM are members of the royal family. To be eligible for your own private ATM, it is believed that you would need to have about £1.35 million in your bank account. Number 1. The Queen's Jewels. Historians note that the Queen possessed the most remarkable collection of tiaras, brooches, earrings, conventional pearl necklaces, and other adornments during the conclusion of the Elizabethan era. Some of them belonged to the crown, but the majority of them were gifts from the Queen's loved ones to her, expanding her personal collection of jewelry. The St. Edward's crown, which she wore at her coronation, the Queen Mary Fringe tiara, which belonged to Queen Victoria and is now part of the Crown collection, the famous Queen Mary's True Lover's Knot brooch, her engagement ring, which actually belonged to Prince Philip's mother, the George VII Sapphire Suite, and the George IV State Diadem were the most well-known of these. That's the end. I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, then give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and ring the notification bell button for more awesome videos just like this one. We would love to hear your feedback. Feel free to mention anything that you know in the comments section down below. Thanks for watching.